Ryan Elliott for ID Boxing. Like we're joined by Undisputed champion Alycia Baumgardner. Alycia, been a while. How's life as Undisputed champion?
Life is a blessing. Life is great, and just enjoying every moment that I get.
I haven't seen you since that moment. Was it everything you dreamed it would be?
Yes, it was. It was just a time to remember the journey, the process, and just being in there in that moment and just accomplishing the biggest thing you can in boxing. It's been amazing.
It's obviously reaching the pinnacle of the sport. How easy was it for you to stay hungry and get back in the gym, though?
Yeah, there's just a lot more work to do, and I'm never satisfied as an athlete. I'm always trying to be better than I was the last fight. So there's many great things coming into fruition for these next few years, really.
I was asking you off camera. I'm going to have to ask you on camera as well. Fight news, when's it coming? What can we expect?
Fight news, I'm waiting just as much as you are. And again, just staying ready in the gym. So when we do have that fight date, the world will know, and then we'll have a packed out show.
Katie Taylor, obviously the Serrano fight fell through. I wanted to ask you, they're obviously looking for an alternative. Were you ever approached at all for that fight?
There was talks, but I understand why they chose Cameron. So, I think it just, the boxing world is choosy. So, you just have to have patience and understand when it's your time, it will be, and, and stay prepared.
Is that the important thing in your mind, that even though they've got that big fight and it could have been you in Dublin, you've got to remember that it could be an even bigger fight facing the winner?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, now being undisputed, I'm able to call the shots. We want to headline a card. We want to be the main event. So now we're in that position to do so. So I'm just excited just to see that these big fights, again, are being made in women's boxing, and I'm looking forward to it.
On that fight itself then, a lot of people think this is actually a tougher fight than the Serrano fight. What do you think? Again,
tough fight. You have an amazing fighter like Katie. Cameron is definitely showing her grit, her age. She's younger. She's hungry just as much, so she understands what it looks like to be at that top level, and I'm looking forward to that fight.
Perfect. I got to ask you, I saw you and Mikaela are still going back and forward on Twitter after all this time. Think that's going to continue until we get a rematch one day?
That could still, again, be a possible rematch. Again, like I said, undisputed. I call the shot, so we'll just have to see.
Just a word on Tony Harrison as well. Obviously unsuccessful in his trip to Australia, but how proud are you of him and everything you've been through together?
Super proud. Tony has been training his whole life. I'm able to learn from the experience. He's able to learn. And again, we continue just to climb in the sport. He still has, me to train. So there's a lot more that Tony has to offer. And I believe he'll be back out too. So.
That's good to hear. What's he like as a trainer? We've seen him as the fighter after all this time, but he seems like a fiercely loyal guy all the time we've seen him around you.
Yeah, Tony's fun. He knows how to have a great time. Training is fun. We want to have training to be something fun and not like a job or a task. Does he push me? Absolutely. So we know what level we are at now, so we can continue to be better than we were last.
Last one before I let you go and enjoy the fights. We've got a mega fight coming up in 2 weeks. Tank Garcia. Who wins and how?
Man, I don't know. But it's a great fight, and I'm looking forward to it because this is perfect for the sport of boxing and just for everybody, really. Everybody will be watching and tuning in to that fight.
Alycia, thank you as always for making time for ID Boxing. Enjoy the fights.
Thank you.